What's up everybody? You guys see the title, I called it and I'm not happy about it. Before I go into this video, I'm getting all this information from Nordax Blazing's Twitter. He leaks out the stuff as it comes out. So we got Juzo, if I'm saying his name right. He's very cool, very unique free-to-play unit by the way. I'm excited for him. We have Kurotsuchi as the PC unit, which she is not bad whatsoever. She's a really good free-to-play unit also. But the thing I'm upset about is this. Shisui. He is the Blazing Fest character. I said on my stream yesterday that if they added another Uchiha, I would not be happy, and I mean, I'm staying true to that. Now, let me get something out of the way. First of all, he has the most amazing art I've ever seen in Blazing. Okay? Amazing art. I don't have anything against Uchihas in general, or against Shisui, or even Itachi, Madara, stuff like that, I enjoy the characters. But my thing is, why are they giving us so many back to back to back? Like, if we look at the timeline, right after the anniversary ends, we get Ito Madara, Blazing Fest, and then Killer Bee as the impacts that he's up against. Makes no sense for it to be Killer Bee, whatever, it was just a random thing that they did there. Next impact we get is Itachi, and then we get Kirin Sasuke as the impact unit, which if you guys are keeping up with the SS rank impacts, we literally got a Sasuke during the anniversary. If you go in order, it's Six Path Naruto, Rinnegan Sasuke, Killer Bee, and then Kirin Sasuke. So we only have one unit separating two impact Sasukes in general, okay? And we get a normal unit, which is Heart Obito added to the banners, which he'll always be pullable. And next Blazing Fest, they decide to give us Shisui. I have such a big problem with this because it's like, is Bandai really in trouble right now? Are they hurting or something that they have to just keep pumping out Uchihas left and right? Or maybe this is because people requested it during the survey? I don't know. But there's other characters they could have given us as Blazing Fest characters, like the last Hinata, the last Sakura, Ito Hiruzen has been asked for so long. Hey guys, there was one other character that people have been asking for a very long time and is very unique and has not been in the game, at least in this form. As a matter of fact, he hasn't even been in the game as a pullable 6-star. Guess who I'm talking about? Kasame, Shark Mode Kasame. People have been asking for that for a long time. As a matter of fact, they could have done Shark Mode Kasame with Killer Bee as an impact, but no, we got, Shisui instead of Kasame. Oh, why did I bring up Kasame and say all that beforehand? Let's look at the teased impact that's coming up next. And look everybody, we're getting a free-to-play Kasame again. And because Shisui is the skill type, he's going to be body. So if you guys are not keeping up with Kasame, this is going to be the third 6-star Kasame in the game. But out of all the Kasames that are free-to-play, we have the regular impact one who was always on the mediocre, okay side, and he's mid-range body. That's what the original one was. Second one we got was a PvP only reward, so if you were not playing during that time, you are not getting him unless Bandai decides to bring them back in some way for you to get those special units. I have him, but I don't use him because he's just, again, mediocre, long-range skill unit. And now we have this. So we do not know his range, but we know his type is going to be body. And if you look here, the 6-star art is still regular Kasame. There is no Shark Mode Kasame, which I guess is okay. I wouldn't have wanted them to add in Shark Mode Kasame necessarily as a free-to-play unit, and that's the only one we get. I mean, we'll get another one later, you know what I mean? But I just don't know. I'm just not happy that they decided to do it like this. Because when did Shisui ever fight Kasame? Like, literally the only person that makes sense for him to fight against is Danzo. If not him sparring against Itachi. And even then when we had the new Itachi come out, I was expecting us to get the 8-headed serpent Orochimaru, the one that he extracted from Sasuke. That would have been an awesome impact to go up against instead of another Sasuke, especially with him being so freaking close to the skill one we got from the anniversary. So anyway, you guys, that's pretty much enough of the rant. Again, I don't hate any of these characters or have a problem against them doing that. It's just too many Uchihas back to back to back, and sure, Shisui needed a stronger version of himself, or I mean, he's worthy of Blazing Fest character, and so is Itachi. It's just, again, too soon, too close to each other. Now, I just want to show you guys something before I go over his stats, just so you guys can see the type of mess. Let me mute that because it was kind of loud. I know it is. Okay, so see how big his jutsu range is? It's incredible. So you got him slashing through the enemy, pretty cool. And this is ultimate. You see that hitbox? It's amazing. Now look at this. So that was all genjutsu right there with the fire, then he runs through them. So that's really cool animations. I love it and all that. Now let's look at his stats here. Oh, courtesy of Sonic translating, since Anton, he said he's standing in for him. But look here, guys, let's just get to the main reason I showed you that. Skill damage to one enemy, and then skill damage to one enemy. Huge, amazing ranges for single targets. That means whatever Kasame is going to be doing on that impact is going to be insane. Let's go over him real quick, right? Adding impels, he's going to have 1,672 HP, 2,540 attack, and he's a long range unit, so he has insane attack for a long range unit. Field skill is reduced chakra recovery ceiling. Buddy skill is reduced HP recovering ceiling. That means Kasame is going to be doing both of those, which means already looking like an annoying raid to deal with. But his jutsu is 5 times chakra to 5 chakra, which is going to be single target, 3.6 times to one enemy. It restores his own chakra gauge by 2, and for 6 turns boosts his attack by 50%. And then for 2 turns gives him 20% chance of dodge. So a bunch of craziness, but long story short, he's getting back chakra off of it. He will be getting an attack boost as well, 50% for 6 turns. And with the fact that him gaining back chakra right here, you add that up with the fact that he's getting an attack boost, you keep using his jutsu over and over again, he will keep getting more and more attack to him, eventually getting up to 150 attack power, which is very nice. And then he gets 20% chance to dodge. Ultimate is going to be 18 times attack to one enemy, and it increases the damage received from disadvantaged elements by 20% for 8 turns. If you guys do not know what the frick I just read, that's basically Blazing Bash Konan. And if you don't know what she does, it's basically inverted damage reduction ability. That's how you guys can think about it. So when they're hit with his ultimate, they're going to have basically 20% extra damage taken from skill attacks. That's what the enemies are going to have. So what this means is after he uses his ultimate, which after you calculate with his attack, and the multiplier is going to be about 45k damage, he's going to make it so that the next unit that hits them with a skill type attack on, you know, your body enemy, actually it says disadvantage element, so this works for any unit you're going up against. So for example, if you hit a bravery character with Shisui, the next attack from a wisdom character will be doing 20% extra damage to them. So that is a very, very cool thing to have in his ultimate. Now if you look at his PvP stats, he'll have 303 speed, which is pretty good. His attack will be over 4,000, also very nice. His HP is his downfall, however he's supported by his abilities to a degree. Now his first skill is Nullify Chakra Reduction Field Effect. So this is good for PvP, but that also means that Kasame will probably have something to deal with that, which is even more worrisome. He's like, here's a funny thing, the original Kasame impact is one of those type of units that people agree that he is worth like way more effort than what he is worth. So, and that's because of him, you know, stealing your chakra or taking away chakra. That's what he's doing. He's taking away your chakra when he hits you, and insane ranges, stuff like that. So yeah, the fact that he has his field and buddy skill, and that is worrisome. Anyway, his second ability extends the effectiveness of his jutsu, so I guess that means that he's going to keep the attack boost of 50% for 8 turns. That's a maybe. That's a definite maybe. I'm not sure about that, but the main thing is it's going to go, instead of him having the 20% extra chance of dodging for 2 turns, it's going to be now 4 turns of him having a 20% extra chance of dodging. If you add in his 2 dodge skills, he has 45% chance of dodging total. 25% is a brand new like height for this skill, so that's very, very good. Then his other skill right there is ×2 attack during combination attacks. If you guys know what this ability is, you won't sleep on it. You know it's a good one because that's what the Final Valley Sasuke has gotten. Basically allowing him to deal twice the amount of original damage he should be dealing on helping attacks. And since he's long range, okay, and he's going to have over 2,500, it's kind of looking like Shisui's going to be hitting for over 5k. That's not even factoring in the fact that he's going to be boosting his attack off of every jutsu. So he's definitely an insane type of unit, very good. Syncs with Leaf, so he'll be having 200 extra attack easily since there's so many. Uchiha nullifies attack reduction, okay, and then nullified chakra recovery ceiling with short and mid range. So he is definitely not the best unit to use in PvP in general, but he can definitely be used because of, I mean, he regenerates chakra off his jutsu, so it's not like he'll be completely high and dry. He will get even more chance to dodge. Wait, did they remove that? Yeah, they did remove it in PvP, so he does not get that extra dodge chance, but still 45% chance of dodging with him doing insane amount on the combination. Like let's just, you know, I'll humor you guys for a little bit. If he's gonna be 4,000 attack and he gets a combo attack in PvP, he should be doing, yeah, I was wrong saying 5,000 earlier, but with this attack boost on him, he'll be doing like 6,000-ish damage, because it's basically the base amount he does on his regular attack being still dealt with helping attacks. So instead of it being cut down to like 2,000, it'll be still 4,000 damage regularly, and with the attack boost it'll do even more, you know. But honestly, Shisui is a very, very good unit. His field and buddy skill are not going to be useful in every situation, but the other stuff he has and what he has to offer is pretty good. Even if you don't have him duped, okay, he can still regenerate chakra on his own for after using his jutsu, and he gets extra attack boost, which is nice. I guess this skill is a big type of deal though, this boost attack times 2 during combinations. That's one of the key things that'll make him even more of a better unit. The one skill I didn't talk about, by the way, I skipped over, was add 2 chakra gauge when a mission battle begins. This was like the same skill that Final Valley Naruto had, and it was full chakra upon starting a mission. To me, it's really weird that they gave him just 2 instead of a full one. And then on top of that, to add insult to injury, they were smart enough for Final Valley Naruto to change this skill to something useful, which is chakra reset in PvP. But for Shisui, they just left it the way it is. Like they didn't change it to a chakra reset or something else. And if you guys didn't want it to be that broken, you know, they could have just made it 10%, something really low, but it's a useful skill regardless, you know. Moving on to Juzo BY, I'm sorry, Juzo BY, I kept saying Juzo, it's a Juzo. He is a very, very interesting free-to-play unit. I actually like the idea of what they're doing with him. You know, I can get down with it. So I'm going to pull up my calendar just to show you guys a little bit of stuff, but here's the main stats. He's going to have 1,746 HP, 1,666 attack with max dupes. Now, he has a very high counter chance, which is, I mean, it's okay, it's cool. Buddy skills crit rate, which is just mad to me, don't really care about that. He's 612 chakra, however, let's just point out that he has that reduced chakra ability. It's just a fodder ability, whatever, but he's 5'10", which I'm good with 5'10", as long as he's not 6'12". I'm just tired of the ninja swordsman having that. Now it says for his jutsus, for 6 turns, boost attack by 25%, then it's 3.2 times attack and body damage to one enemy, and then knocks them back. So since the attack boost text is before the calculation here, that is basically going to affect him well beforehand. So after the 25% attack boost, he will have this much base attack. So after you multiply how much with the, you know, multiplier, we have this much damage. That's how much he's going to be dealing, 6,000-ish damage with his first attack. That's okay. It's nothing amazing. It's only 6k damage. His ultimate is going to be for 10 turns, he gets the 25% attack boost, and then he changes his range to long range for 3 turns with a 6.6 times attack to one enemy and knocks them back. So going back with the 2,082 6.5. We'll hit it with the 6.6, and he's going to be dealing basically 13,745, because they do round up in the game. So that's how much damage he's going to be doing off of his ultimate. That's very, very good for a free-to-play unit, actually, for it to be the base amount. Now, going over his abilities though, the rest of them, that's what makes him a really cool unit. So he's the first free-to-play unit that has the chance of restoring chakra from getting damaged. He has 2 abilities that will let him reset, basically 30% total. Then he has a 2 times attack boost with combinations. The same thing that Final Valley Sasuke has, and you know, Shisui, like I just showed you guys a little while ago. So what this means, however, is even though he's 510 chakra, he always has a chance of restoring someone when he gets hit, and if he uses Jutsu, it's a chance that he will reset, which means, guess what? You can stack the attack boost just by you continually using his Jutsu over and over again. If you use his ultimate, well, you know, you're not gonna have a chance of resetting. It's one of those type of things, like a last ditch effort. Like if you want to build up his attack, you want to use his Jutsu more than the ultimate in general because of the resetting chance. But when you do use the ultimate, you get the long range for 3 turns, which is very, very nice because it allows you to abuse this skill, meaning he's going to be dealing, you know, more damage in general whenever he helps attack with somebody else. And then his sync skill is sync with body, very, very easy to pull off. So this amount of damage might as well, or might just go up to 14k damage, and then with the Katsuki, which, you know, that's always situational, but he's pretty good there. And then we have Kurotsuchi, who is the PC unit. So she's going to be a skill short range unit, 2,266 HP, 1,504 attack. Her field skill is a damage reduction, always nice. Crit buddy skill, and her jutsu is just going to be AoE, knocks them back 5 chakra, 10 chakra for 9.5 to all enemies, 40% chance of immobilizing for 2 turns. Now, PvP, I mean, look at the speed. We don't need to go over this. We don't need to talk about this. You're not going to want to do it. But her ability, so she has a ×2 crit rate, which just means she might be doing more. 2 skills that total up to 40% heart reduction. So we just got that free to play, not just, but we have that free to play Gaiden Kakashi, Ambu Kakashi, that's what it was. And he had 30% reduction as his skill, or 25% as his own skill, and 30% buddy skill. So if you get her with at least 3 abilities and put him in the back row, you can run 70% heart reduction on your skill teams. But the most important thing is she's the first free-to-play unit to have the ability to ignore the type disadvantage against heart units. So she will be doing regular damage to them with her AoE Jutsu and her AoE ultimate. And then her last ability is a 20% boost to immobilize, so 60% chance of immobilizing for 2 turns, which is, to me, that's always a fair amount, 60% for 2 turns. And then for her sync skills, both with skill and the other one being short range, they reduce her chance of being immobilized by 10%, very situational type of skills. But the main thing here is, let's see how much she does as a free-to-play unit, you know. So she will be running that much attack, 4.6. So she has almost 7,000 damage on her jutsu. And then for her ultimate, she will be doing 14k, almost 14,300. And I mean, she has a chance of immobilizing, that's cool and all, but the main thing here is that she can tank and she ignores the disadvantage from them. I mean, crit rate is always a little bonus. Crit rate is basically just hitting it with a 1.5 multiplier. So if you get the crit, she'll be doing 20k on the enemies. So that's pretty much everyone, or everything that, you know, was shown. Let's look at the banner here. Spoiler, you know, it's still 0.33. I didn't think they would change it back. If they do change it back, it's gonna be during a bigger event, is what I feel, if they do. I don't see them just doing it randomly. By looking at this, and you can see right here it says BF units not shown in the picture on steps 3, 9, 6, and 9 are not pullable from this banner. So if you guys didn't already notice from looking at it, they removed Night Guy and Kakashi. They removed both of those units from the banner, which means they're going to be the next ones to get a limit break, probably next week. I was expecting them to do all three, both Night Guy, Kakashi, and Sakura, specifically just because Kakashi and Sakura came out at the same time, and if they tried to do a banner with Night Guy featured alone, people wouldn't pull on him. As a matter of fact, you guys, I don't even recommend you limit break him when he gets it, even if he is max duped, because you don't have to be, I want to say you don't have to be a math whiz, but I just can do it off the top of my head. If he goes up from max dupe being 3,800 attack, okay, because that's how much he has. If he goes up to 5,000 attack, 5,000 attack, max limit broken, which sounds insane and looks good on paper. Let's hit it with a multiplier, which is times 14, 70k base damage. And then if you're using it against a heart unit, he's going to be doing that much. Very, very, very nice amount of damage, but we still know that using that ultimate takes away 25% of your health. He is very high chakra cost, and Final Valley Sasuke, if you guys got him, of course, is much more better to use since he ignores type disadvantage against skill and huge AoE jutsu. I mean, I don't need to go over everything he does, but getting a little off topic, this is Shisui's banner, still 380 pearls, 400 pearls to do the whole 9 steps, and it's just increased rates, you know, 1% chance that you pull him, 2% chance on the 5th step, 3% chance on the 7th step, guaranteed on the 9th step. So, I mean, to me, it's not completely bad that they're giving you the 1% chance to pull him like we've usually had on step 2. That's not actually that bad when you think about it, because it's kind of like how it used to be if you do a few multis and hope you get the unit. But you got a chance from the second one for sure, 5th one, it's times 2, times 3 guaranteed. I just noticed they didn't even do the 25 pearl multis. They changed it to 30 pearl multis. Why? Bandai, you already ruined the race and people aren't that happy. Just leave it at 380. It's only 20 pearl difference, man. Just changing it to 400 is not going to entice people anymore. Anyway, I think I've gone on long enough. I've gotten my points across. I am not summoning on Shisui. I'd rather save for somebody else, but if you guys go for him, he's not that bad of a unit, not a bad investment. If you invest into going for Kurotsuchi, she's not bad when it comes to PC, because she's got some good stuff to her, you know, ignoring the disadvantage and at the same time being able to tank and double AoE. It does not make her a bad unit, you know. And Juzo, it's an emergency mission unit. Hopefully they leave it at 5 luck, because Kakuzu had 5 luck last time, but that might have just been because of the 20 million download thing. I really hope they do continue with it, but regardless, I'm getting him maxed out. He's a very cool type of unit, and his jutsu animations, that's what I meant to show you guys. Jutsu animations are clean. It's literally just him slashing, but it looks so smooth and so good. I enjoy it. You know, Zabuza is the main one we've seen really using this sword, and he's not doing all this with it when we see him. You know, it's always water dragon jutsu. And Kurotsuchi's a letdown though. Her jutsu is literally a copy paste of Body Yahiko. If you guys haven't used him yet, that's his jutsu, or his ultimate at least. No, that's his jutsu. And then her ultimate right there, what she did, was also a copy paste of Yahiko. Believe it or not, it actually is like that. Because I know at least the jumping water animation is kind of the same, but yeah, she's eh. And yeah, let's just end off this video looking at Shisui's one more time with his amazing art, better than Blazing Bash Sorcery. You know, if he has best art in the game, I mean, he deserves that title. He deserves that title with the way they did his art. It's just that good to me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, including the little rant. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe before you go. If you did, peace.
That's right.